Guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So I just spent the last 20 minutes of my time taking a lot of selfies because my fucking battery decided to die in like so fast, and I'm like struggling to get through like filming an entire video without having to stop and charge. Like, bitch, just go get a new battery and stop being a fucking cheap ass. So I did this look using the Colourpop collection with the Disney villains. I used one of the lip glosses, a highlight, and the palette. They don't have a lot of transition shades for this purple look that I wanted to do, so I used some shades from the 35S palette from Morphe, but I did use these two transition shades and this color right here, and I did use the black shade from the palette. I think it's good for the shimmery shades. I probably won't use it. Like, I probably will only gravitate to this palette. Like, okay, I'm doing like a green look, I need a nice... Did I just dig right into that? Yeah, I did. Alright, so I'm probably like, this is the type of palette that I'd probably be like, oh, I need a green shimmery eyeshadow. Okay, it's in here. Oh, I need like a shimmery purple. Oh, okay, it's in here. Like, that's kind of like how I see this palette. I don't really see it as a palette I would gravitate to create an entire look every day, but I know for sure I'm gonna reach for it when I need a good like shimmer purple, shimmer green, shimmery like yellowish, shimmery gold. Like, I know I'm gonna reach for it, so I am glad I picked it up. But yeah, I do think for most of my looks I'm probably gonna have to grab other palettes just to kind of like get my transitions and all that stuff, because I like to transition using a lot of colors. So my friend from work told me that I would love the Glossier glitter, so I wanted to incorporate that into this look, and I think it's like what topped it off and made it look super freaking pretty. So Janelle, shout out to you, because now I'm gonna get some more. Like, she's always making me buy stuff. She's like this Glossier hoe, you know, so she's always making me buy stuff, but I like it, so I'm gonna pick up my own because I think it looks so pretty, like just like at the top, like shabam, shabam, bitch. Always get excited when my looks come out, how I like them and how I envision them. So I'm happy about this look because lately I've been in a funk, and you know, I wanted to try out something funner, and you know, I like this one, so I hope you guys like it too. Yeah, and I also think I'm like one of the worst YouTubers, because I think I'm supposed to be doing something like, hey, make sure you subscribe and push the notification bell, but you know, I keep it G, you know, and that just don't sound like something I would say, you know. But I'm gonna tell you anyways. Can you guys subscribe and please turn on your post notifications? So yeah, you guys, let's get started on this eye look. I also go through my face because I tried out some new contour stuff and the new highlight. I actually really like the highlight because it's just like, I'm more into like whitish highlights or golden highlights, so I actually really like the highlights. So yeah, that's it. That's about it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me again. Also, welcome to all my new subbies, all of them. There's some new ones, alright? But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video, and let's get to it. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna go in with the two more neutral shades in the palette. They're called Tragic and Devious, and I'm just using my Sigma E40 to blend those shades in. And the reason why I'm talking so damn much is because supposedly I was gonna do a talk through for this video, but I wanted to turn on my music and I was like, negative. So I just ended up just taking my whole voice out, you know. And then I just blend those back and forth, and I do kind of build them up a little bit, but these are just transition shades. You're really not going to see any of these colors at the end of the look. These are just so that the other colors blend better together. And I kind of just blow them out, and you know, you don't have to be so precise, just as long as you don't want to take it like too far up your brow bone. To me, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, then I'm going in with this purple shade from the Morphe 35S palette, and I just take my Sigma E40 and I blend that back and forth in my crease. The reason why I like this blending brush is because it's like super kind of not precise, but it has like a good shape to it where it goes exactly into my crease, but I can also use it to like blow out my looks. I think this brush is essential to like my looks. Like, I've been using it forever, I'm always talking about it. And then I'm taking this other darker purple shade, and I'm also building that up right into my crease. And I do take this shade a few times, you guys. Like, I pack and pack and pack, and not because it's not pigmented, but because I want it to be purple. Like, I want it to show up, I want it to be there after I finish blending my other colors. And I feel like the best way to do that with certain colors is just to like keep building on it. I feel like if I go in 1 or 2 times, like you're just not gonna get the amount of like pigment and the color payoff that you really want. So to me, even if some certain shade is like super pigmented, I'm still gonna go in a few times and blend that out. Now we're going to switch up our brush with a more condensed blending brush, and I'm taking that pink shade, and towards the top I'm blending that kind of slowly and just kind of making sure that I'm not like just taking it in and swooping it in, you know, because I want it to I want the pink to show. I don't want it to blend too much into the purple and then just kind of disappear. So I kind of take this brush and just kind of like blend the outer corners of the purple and this pink shade together, and then I kind of take my brush to kind of blend the top of the pink, just to make sure that I don't blend the purple and the pink together with the big brush. I just blend out the outer of the pink. Get that? So I just want the pink to kind of peek through once I add like the darker shade that I'm gonna add, so that way it kind of has a little bit of a gradient going. And I think this is the best way to kind of just pack and blend like slowly, rather than trying to mush all the colors together. Because if I would have put the pink like before the purple, like under it, you know, so it could pop, I feel like it just doesn't show up as good, and it'll just, everything will become like one big blend. Get what I'm saying? So I think this is the best way to go about kind of like those colors peeking through. Now I'm going to take that darker shade that I just showed from the palette. It's called, one sec people, it's called 101, and I'm going to take an M506 from Morphe, and I'm just going to put that right along like where my crease and my lid kind of meet, just to kind of deepen the look and create some more depth. I do go back in with the purple and the same brush and kind of go over the top of the black, just so we can still see the purple in between the pink and the darker shade. Sometimes when we're blending, a lot of the other colors that we put in first can get lost, so you know, you can always go back and kind of pack on the other shade just so everything is nice and blended. As you can see, I'm adding the purple back in and it's popping in again, so it's kind of like still deep and darkened, but you can still see the purple. So yeah, don't be afraid to like add color. You just have to kind of be a little bit like more light-handed and just kind of blend so that everything goes nice and good together and you can still see all your colors. Then I just kind of clean up my lid a little bit, just so I can have a little bit of a more cleaner space for the concealer, so I don't have like this dark concealer going across. Y'all can do a better job than me and use makeup remover with it, but I didn't have any, so I just kind of cleaned up a Q-tip with it. And then this is how I apply my concealer to cut my crease. I usually do it in the center. I look up and then I meet the center and the concealer together, and then I kind of work my way from there, just to kind of have like a starting point and kind of meet everything. And then yeah, then I'm just gonna do it like halfway through my lid, because I'm gonna add shades to my outer corner. And then I'm gonna take this white shadow called No Spots from the Villains palette, and I'm just adding that onto my inner corner. And this is just a flat brush from Morphe, and it's the M124, and I like to use this one for like lid looks and like shimmery shades. And then I was actually pleasantly surprised by this shade right here. It's called Forest of Thorns, and it's like the purple shimmery shade from the palette, and it's so pigmented, you guys. I was like, oh my god, this, like, I don't even have to like dig in there or nothing. I was like pleasantly surprised. I was like, ooh, these shimmer shades are like okay. And then I just blend kind of the purple and the white together with the flat brush. I don't really go in with a blending brush to do that. I just kind of like work the shadow with the flat brush, just so everything goes together. And then for my outer corner, I'm just going to use the purple shade and the darker black from the palette to kind of work out the outer corner and blend those colors together. And I also do sometimes go into like where I cut my crease and kind of blend a little bit, just so like, you know, if I kind of mess up the crease or whatever, if it's a little crooked, I kind of try and fix it a little bit. So this little brush from Morphe, always the M506, kind of like helps me out be a little bit more precise when I'm blending, because it's like a really small blending brush. So I think it's definitely an essential to have. And then I take the white shadow from the palette and I use that as my highlight. And then this is what made my look. I think it is a Glossier glitter, and I was like obsessed. I'm so glad my friend showed it to me. It's called Phantasm. It's called Phantasm, and I just think it like brought the whole look together. I just put that wherever I put the shadow, the pink shadow and the white shadow, and I just think it looks so pretty, and it's like so reflective, and I was like, yes! I get so excited when things come out so pretty. But yeah. And then after that, you guys, I go in with liner and my lashes. I use these lashes called Savage from LA Splash. And then I just go in with some primer, and this is the Morphe Revitalizer primer. I actually really like this primer, you guys. If you're dry, this is gonna definitely help you keep you moisturized. Like, I always feel like kind of extra dewy when I wear it. And then I go in with my Makeup Forever foundation, and I just blend that out with a beauty blender, which is like, you know, the basics of what I do with my face makeup. Nothing too what the hell is that? Nothing too exciting here, but yeah, I usually just blend it out with my beauty blender. The Makeup Forever is one of my favorite foundations ever. I like a very natural kind of like glowy look, and that's kind of what this foundation does. Same thing with the Naked Skin concealer. It's like, it's not like super full coverage, but it's like more on the dewy side. It's like, to me, it's like refreshing. It's not like drying or any of that. So that's why I really like that concealer, because I feel like these two coincide with my look that I like to have. And then to set my concealer, I always go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, which is like super basics for me. Then I'm going in with some Savali liner. I used to always line my waterline with black, and then I stopped doing it, and now I'm kind of back to doing it, and I'm like, girl, why'd you stop doing this? And then I go in with this Lorac cream contour. I actually really like it. I like the brushes that it came with to kind of help you apply the contour colors. I just think maybe I needed more of the darker shade, because I don't know, to me I like a very deep contour. So I'm just still kind of playing with it and learning how to use it. I did use it last night when I went out, and I think it was a lot better than how I did in this video. But overall, I do like it. I do like the contour, and I think it looks very like natural and pretty. So I really like the contours, and I did buy the powder one too, which I also show. I actually like the brush that the powder contour comes with. It's like a very like precise brush, so I really get in there and like contour and chisel my face, you know. So I really like that about this brush in particular. If I ever feel like my contour gets a little bit out of control, or I blended it out too low, I always go in with some powder and kind of clean it up. And then my lower lash line, you guys, I just threw in the purple shade from the palette, and that's the only color I did on my lower lash line because I wanted it to be super purple. And then I went in with the white shadow for my inner corner, and I went in with this Kylie blush, which I feel like I have to dig. I'm like, look, like what the is there anything showing up? I'm like, I always have this issue with her blushes. Like, I don't know if it's just me, like, not to talk shit, but I don't know. And then I'm going in with this Villains highlighter. I picked up, who the hell is this girl? Super Shock Shadow. I picked up Cruella's. I actually really like it because I'm a big fan of like white concealer, white highlights, like, and bright highlights. So golden white is usually my thing. And then I picked up this lip gloss. I'm gonna combine that with my Milani lip liner. I believe my lip liner's name is a natural. I love all the Milani lip liners, especially like, I don't know, this one was like super creamy and like, just, I love it. I love these colors. I think they're one of the best drugstore lip pencils. And then I just went over it with this lip gloss, which I actually really like, and it has like a very like, I don't know, like a nice scent to it. I like the scent. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was, but I remember liking the scent. And then yeah, after that, you guys, this look is officially over. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really like how it came out. Give me a thumbs up if y'all liked it, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.